My body has never been what I would like it to be. I've learned as an adult how to deal with it and how to mitigate what I have, how to jump that distance between what I have and what I would like to have. I wear cowboy boots everywhere. Yes, they're very comfortable, but they make me just a little bit taller. And I know that if I iron my shirt and I wear a bright color and some unreasonably snug trousers, people will not necessarily notice that I am not as tall as I would like to be. But as a child, I didn't know how to do that. And sometimes it was advantageous. It was advantageous to my parents that I was small. They saved some money on amusement park admission. No, he's under 10. He's under 10. He doesn't have to pay. No, I'm 12 and a half. Shush. Shush. But unfortunately, they weren't always there, and it wasn't always advantageous. Most of the time, it was a tremendous drag. Oftentimes, gym class, where many of us learned about our shortcomings. Gym class, where many of us learned how to deal with life. We learned the rules of the jungle in gym class when they would say, we're going to line everybody up according to height, and then we're going to pick teams. And I was always on the shorter end, me and Malcolm and Ziad Matwali, right there on the end of the line. And I hoped year after year that I would scoot up. I didn't. Malcolm grew, Ziad grew, I stayed right down there. So, as you can imagine, team activities, team sports, did not appeal to this guy. I took solace in solitary activities. I took to reading, particularly the works of J.R.R. Tolkien, which I still love to this day. Unfortunately, even they turned on me. Careful readers of Tolkien's works will know that height is associated with virtue in Middle-earth. The wicked men were short, and the tall men, Aragorn, etc., the Númenóreans, the founders of Gondor, part of what made them worthy of ruling over the lesser people was that they were taller than them. So even there, no help. Until briefly, I discovered the game of pool. This is something you can play with people, but you can also play it on your own. And you need to be a certain height just to reach the table. Fortunately, I was that, but not much more. When I was in middle school, there was a youth center, they called it, directly around the corner, where it was very nice. It had a snack bar and a swimming pool and several pool tables. And you played about $1, put $1 in, you could play pool with a friend. No, on your own, this guy. I could play pool by myself, and I could practice for when that friend came. I would have the skills necessary. So after school, this for a couple of years was something that I enjoyed very much. I would go and I'd put in my $1, and I would practice. I would practice my shots. One day, one fateful day, this child, and he was a child on paper. He was a child on paper. He was one of those children that 2nd, 3rd, 4th grade was already the size of the teacher. Now, if you're a giant, tall person, that's great. I understand that you have your own struggles to face. I know that it must be difficult. People are like, can you pick up this giant enchanted hammer for me? I know it must be tough. But this guy, this giant mutant, comes up. I'm playing around by myself. He comes up. For those of you not familiar with the game of pool, it's played on the table. There's a triangle that features prominently in it. You use that to then put all the balls together to rack them and begin the game. So I am playing my game. This giant child comes. He grabs the triangle off the wall. He starts to scoop the balls into the triangle. I say, hey, man, what the heck are you doing? And he says, well, I'm going to play next. I'm going to play right now. I'm going to play right now because I'm bigger than you. And I say, this is not going to happen. So I grab the triangle. I grab the triangle like this. He starts swinging the triangle around. He is very big and he is very strong. My feet left the floor, but I was not going to let go. I had put in my $1. I was going to finish my game. After a few moments of flying through the air, I realized that I needed to change my technique. I needed to change my approach. I released the triangle and I picked up the stick. And I hit him across the face with everything that I had. This felt really good for about 2 seconds. He threw me across the room. Fortunately, some adults were there finally to break it up. I don't know where they'd been in the preceding minutes. And it was deeply satisfying. In the years since, I have been assaulted, I have been attacked, I have been yelled at in traffic and on the street, but I have not fought. I left all of my fury on the floor, on the felt of that youth center long ago, but if pushed, I might fight again. I just might.